video is going to be something. Africa is getting repartitioned in the Rome Treaty, and the top 12 nations were invited. Why top 12? Because they were. But although it's Russia's second, but I don't know what Russia will be able to do, considering how much, well, they're not that great logistically, let's just say. And I know where America is going for. Let's do America first. America, France, Italy, Britain, Turkey, Brazil, Russia, China, South Korea, Japan, India, and Pakistan all meet for this partition. Why top 12? Ask the United States. And what does Africa say about this? Africa says this is a breach of every African nation's territorial integrity. But nobody cares. And, well, just like that, they meet. America's the first one to get claim lands, and America says, well, I'm not going to ask for much. I want, they say, Liberia, Sierra Leone. I want Liberia, Sierra Leone, America says. Guinea-Bissau, the Gambia, Senegal, Mali, Mauritania, Western Sahara, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire. I almost called it Ivory Coast, which would be pretty bad. And so, well, America claims this land. And while America goes to war first, he's invited to this partition towards America. But America said they weren't claiming much, but this is a lot. This is a lot. And we're going in order from strongest to weakest. Because, well, that just makes sense. With America moving in, swiftly moving north. Why did they only land there? Okay, let's see the rest of the army. I'm surprised they didn't pick Algeria or Nigeria or Central African Republic. That's where the oil is. Oh, maybe they didn't realize. Okay, fine. Enough with America jokes. Now, let's see. How would America even do? Well, America quickly moves through the coast. In some areas, such as the deserts, they just do this. And then they move into the Sahel. Yeah. And, well, this kind of happens. And in a month, this is what's left. And in the 4th month, the rest collapse. And Africa as a colony. Now it's China's turn. And how come China gets a turn before Russia, even though China's weaker than Russia? Because on paper, that's the truth. But in reality, do you really think that? With them basically going for the Horn of Africa. Why would they do that? Because they can. And they go for them. And Kenya. Why do they get these countries? Well, they could take more, but they decide they're not as greedy as the U.S. Yeah. About that, maybe that's just a modern Cold War. With China's forces all prepared, with a big naval landing. After navally bombarding this region, Chinese forces launch a full-scale invasion. Well, yeah. Why am I going by what's already the borders? Because I am. With Somalia being to fall, with them even moving into Eritrea, but struggling in one region. They move into Kenya pretty fast. They then say, well, we also want a bit more. And they decide to do this because, well, it makes more sense, right, guys? And we're back to recording. With Ethiopia refusing to give up. China's almost definitely going to be forced, but then China uses weapons that they shouldn't be using legally. And they manage to do this. But as Ethiopia would never let, well, for some reason this kind of happens. And well, they meet. I remember some of the places. I know Pakistan is 10, India 4, Russia 3, but I might have it wrong with Japan, South Korea, France, and Britain. I can't really remember quite that. And well, yeah, that's not great. With Russia being asked, what do you want, Russia? And Russia says, well, we're not going to take that much. We're not greedy. We're going to take just this. And everybody laughs, saying, yeah, because that's all you can do. And Russia gets angry. But Russia said, well, we'll leave Ukraine. Well, I don't have Crimea because, well, they did not actually leave Crimea, believe it or not. Nope, they didn't. And for some reason, Turkey is colored. But Turkey is mad because, well, they wanted some of the land, so a dispute comes. And in the end, this dispute is finished with Russia just saying, I'm stronger. If I fail somewhere, you can have it. And Turkey says, yeah, because you will fail. With them saying, well, if we start in Libya, we'll have a good chance. Let's take out Libya as our first thought. And well, yeah, Britain's also upset at this because they kind of wanted Egypt. But it's too late now. As Russia takes Egypt's capital. And how do they do that? I don't know. Maybe because they weren't meant to invade where they are invading in our time? Maybe. Well, them moving deep into Libya, taking Libya out first. And well, China agrees to let them use their lands to invade. With Sudan in trouble, as Ethiopia finishes its dam, and then this kind of extremely successful. Now to find Russia a color, why don't we make them very, like, say, dark red, and move them over there? Yep, that's a good color for them. Really dark red. Yep. And why am I going with colors in this? Well, so you can see who's already went and who hasn't. With Kaliningrad also part of Russia, but I was a bit lazy and kind of maybe didn't color it in. And now India's turn. And what does India want? They say, well, our claim is not outrageous. With them saying, we want some of the resource-rich Congo. Which, yeah, that's a resource-rich area. Why aren't they using straight lines? Because who wants straight lines? Then they say, yeah, we'll take some of them, some of Malawi, and some of them. With India's claim, not outrageous, but a bit outrageous. So, let's watch. India launches full. Already had forces ready here. And well, they take full opportunity. And well, yeah. The fourth strongest nation marches in. And well, in like 2 months, they have taken over half the country. Believe it or not, more than half the country. And well, they annex it all. France as fifth, whether that's right or not. And France says, well, we don't want too much. But if you believe France, you believe them all. They basically say, well, we want this. They want, for some reason, they want these countries. Okay, not outrageous, but they also then claim that. So, like, everybody's like, yeah, sure, you can take this. Britain still silently opposes this, but they do nothing. Oh my god, I just erased everything. Oops. And well, they move into Algeria's north. And with their forces already in this region, I don't know why there's already forces in this region, just to let you know. Because France, has a bit of, has a lot of economic control over this region, if that makes any sense, and militarily. CFA Frank, if you heard of it. And well, France now gets their turn. And you know who gets their turn next? Well, that would be Japan. And I guess Japan's not going to take too much. How about you guys? Well, maybe they will. But my prediction is not they'll take too much. They'll take a bit. And let's see what they decide. Well, somebody in Japan says, well, do we want to make a box? Which they use straight lines. Of course they do. Okay. They call it the zigzag plan. And what does the world do? They say it's good. And why do we do the top 12? Because Africa is ginormous. And well, Japan moves in, swiping it out. And then they do this. And well, yeah. That kind of happens. And Japan annexes it. Now it's Britain's turn. Why is Britain so late? Because I said so. And why would I do that to Britain? Britain's pretty chill. Well, yes, they are. But are they strong, I ask you? With Britain basically saying, yeah, Britannia rules the waves so we can take what we want. And then the world's like, yeah, but you need to make sure other people get it. With them going here. No, not there. They decide here and here. And why don't they want any of the resource-rich Congo? Because they're unable to. And let's do a bit more with their lands. Yep, Britain will take this too. And well, how do Britain's invasions go? Well, first comes first. Their invasion of Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. Then comes our second plan of attack, which is South Africa, because it's more feasible. And a bit of Namibia. Why do they pick a bit of Namibia? Because so they can. And why am I talking so fast? Because, well, I can. No, I won't talk this fast. This is way too fast. You probably can't hear me when I talk that fast. I guess. Maybe you can. I don't know. But sometimes I just talk fast. And why are we having a recording today if usually we don't? Because I kind of had it was bad weather, even though it's pretty nice out, actually. So, yeah. And well, Nigeria collapses. And well, now to the big annexation turn, who unfortunately has to go a bit of a journey. Why? Because they have to. Poor South Korea. And well, South Korea says, well, we'll be happy to have what's left in Namibia and a bit of Angola, if that's okay. And well, the USA says, sure, friend. Why would they say friend? Because as we all know. Well, actually, they say, well, you need to take this little panhandle to get what you want. And they said, okay. Why do they do that? No, they don't do that. But they are, on the other hand, allowed to do this. Same thing, but different. Weird looking. And well, what color will we use for South Korea? Oh, duh. It's what its flag is dominated by. And well, how does South Korea's invasion go? Well, Britain and India allows them to use their lands. As this is a very dangerous way. With South Korea showing the North that they're no laughing matter. But the North scared and criticizing this. But now let's see what happens in turn. Which is Pakistan. And Pakistan is proud. Saying that, oh, this will be an easy task for us. Overconfident much. With Pakistan deciding to do what Belgium did in the first colonization. Well, King Leopard, Leopold, and well, they get a bit of the resource-rich area in this. India's like, you're not using my territory to get in. And South Korea doesn't say anything. So they go like this. Right in. Well, we'll take Tunisia and the Republic of Congo. Why do they get what they want? Because they do, guys. Because Italy is cool, wouldn't you agree? With Brazil and Turkey not having the best of relations at this point, because they're all in an argument over who should get what. Yep, who should get what. Pretty childish, if I do say so. And let's see. Let's go to Italy. Turkey from the Congo. They have to kind of come to somewhat of an agreement, which is that we will take less of Angola, you'll get some of it, we get some of the resource-rich Congo. Which, after a big, heated debate, you know who comes out victorious? Turkey. Who is the blue team? What? No. Well, they were kind of the blue team if this was the 1800s, saw not as a European. That is something, maybe true, maybe not, I don't know. But they did lose land, like Libya. With them even taking that and saying, well, we're ready. Peace always works. And then the world says, yeah, peace works for us. How is this peaceful? In Africa, 2 nations left standing say this was illegal and we won't put up with it. And we will stand forever, says the rest of the nations, as this happens. And the world just goes, ha, ha. And let's see what